Oh yeah, Mali Kaliki Maka, Mr. President. Looks like a Christmas tree, don't it? Looks like a pair of them. But you know what? It was really wild. It just kind of hit me the other night, like a diamond bullet between my eyes. When it's pouring down rain, you can go under some of these big fir trees, and it's dry underneath here. It's places where animals take shelter, for example. Now, you think about this. It's pouring down rain in government. Oh yeah, it's raining money. It's raining little dollar bills. But that money isn't making it down here. Your biggest ornament on the tree so far right now looks like healthcare. Ouch. And then there's the stimulus package, the bailout package, the war in Iraq, Afghanistan. How much of that is going to PSYOPs to convince us to buy the war? How much really made it to education? And how much is really going to the veterans getting their legs blown off, their limbs blown off, being blinded? How much is going to them and their families? Not to mention the ones that are killed. And then there's public works. You talk about stimulus jobs. I've seen the numbers. That's a balloon waiting to blow up in your face, and you know it. Law enforcement. Seems like we have a major problem with law enforcement. Up here in Seattle we currently do. That Lord knows they could use some more money. And they could use a better focus. What is the definition of victory? Communities. How much of this money is really finally making it down to the communities? Most of it's trickled and landing up there on health care. Stimulus package jobs that aren't real. A lot of those jobs aren't real. Which brings us to those jobs created. Which ones are real? You can call the real ones ornaments on your tree, but they're not real. And there's prison overhaul. We have more people in prison than ever, and that's saying something. And then way down at the bottom, well, we're engaged in accountability. We're for accountability. I got news for you. $737.99 an hour to 1,487.1 jobs for a district is not accountability. $1.27 per job, not per hour, per job, is not accountability. These are accountability bubbles that are going to bust in your face come election time, because you can bet you the Republicans are going to be smart enough to get on it. If my dumb ass can figure it out, I'm sure they've already done. Hell, they're the ones I'm learning a lot of this from just by watching C-SPAN. So at any rate, what we're bleeding here, and it's not even making it to the bottom, is blood money. This is money borrowed from the children, borrowed from the future, borrowed from the Chinese. And there's no reoccurring revenue from it. You're going to re-borrow 17 trillion or 6 trillion or whatever number you're going to come out of the hat with next. Once again, that goes to accountability. You're going to re-borrow that money? Of course not. You can't. You can't keep borrowing. And that was one of the big disparities. You remember? One of the Congress ladies was recently showing it, how there's always been a 2 to 3% deficit here or there, you know. But your disparity is 17. Your numbers are off the hook, Mr. President. They're punking you. A lot of people want to know, are you an Uncle Tom for special interest? They're punking you. And in the end, nothing's making it down here. It's not trickling up. It's choking out the tree. It's choking out the tree. Eventually, this tree will die.